Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Orlando Sentinels.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about story. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Kate, his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the
he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw on second down. Mooney got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Mooney. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On second down, Cherry, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mooney firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Mooney, and it's caught. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21, 88 yards and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off play action. Mooney. That one caught by Carter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Brown. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 6-0 our score after one. And now here's a carry heading left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Brown. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun. Brown got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
What's up, man?
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st down, Mooney.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mooney. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st. This to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Brown over the middle, complete. That's Banks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at and it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Sentinels are an extra point away now from moving out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mooney. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run on 1st down. Cherry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On first down, Cherry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mooney got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd and 3 from the 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mooney. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Condors are able to move back in front. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Bauer. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmate.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
They'll try the left side. Jackson, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up. Brown trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Orlando takes back over on offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. On the draw, here's Jackson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, Winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give to the fullback on the dive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Mooney. Going right side here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Mooney.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down. And
now Brown, he lost the football.
much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Looking to throw. Brown. Right side caught by Jackson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Cherry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw on second down. Mooney. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. From the gun, Mooney. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off play action. Mooney. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Cherry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Mooney. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now. Cherry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Mooney. Wide open receiver complete. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On second down, Cherry, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Condors are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. Here's Brown on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brown bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now Brown throwing on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Brown. He's going to air one out. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's now 35-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On the give, this is their fullback. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Mooney. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Orlando takes back over on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Banks. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brown. Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Brown throwing on 1st down. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw. Brown. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Brown now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Banks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off down at the 2. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And down he'll go at the 25. On 1st down, Cherry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Sacramento, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.